Hello everyone, welcome to English with Pranav. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very important topic for all the students, that is voice. Voice is important for all the students, so please watch this video till the end. If I ask what is voice, so you will say at first voice is a part of transformation. Now, what is transformation, dear students? In transformation, we change one sentence into another sentence without changing the meaning. Means the meaning should not change, or the meaning should be the same. Dear students, in voice basically we learn how to change active voice into passive voice. So number 1 is active voice and number 2 is passive voice. Now nowhere the definition will be asked. You will be asked how to change active voice into passive voice. You will be given a sentence of active voice and you will be asked to change it into passive voice. But please understand, someone can also ask you what is active voice. So you will say the part of voice where the subject of any sentence is the head. Okay? And in passive voice you will say the part of voice where an object is the head. Okay, means when any sentence is ruled by the main subject, it is said to be in active voice, and when any subject is ruled by the object of any sentence, that is in passive voice. Take one simple example. Suppose I eat a mango. This very sentence is the sentence of active voice. AV means active voice, where I is the main subject, eat is a verb, and a mango is an object here. Okay, a mango is an object here. So dear students, what I want to say is, if you are asked to change it into passive voice, you will say a mango, it is singular, you will say is eaten by. I will be changed into me. So this sentence is in passive voice. How can you say it to be a passive voice? Because in this sentence a mango was an object na, and here we have put object at first. So when object is written at first, that is said to be in passive voice. When the subject is written at first, that is said to be in active voice. I hope what is an active voice, what is a passive voice, you have understood. Okay, so now please, you can also give the heading, you can also keep pen or pencil and you can give the heading. Please watch this video till the end. This will really help you to solve the questions related to voice. Now give the heading, how to change active voice into passive voice. How to change active voice into passive voice. Dear students, there are four basic rules of how to change active voice into passive voice. Number 1 is cross method. Number 1 is cross method. In cross method we will do like this. Okay, where subject will take the place of last, means object, and where the object, or you can say in short, subject will go in the last, means you will put subject at the place of object and you will put object as the at the place of subject. So this is what cross method is. Just take an example. He teaches English. So in this very sentence, this sentence is the part of active voice. He is subject, English is an object here. So you will use cross method. So English will be written at first, object will come at first, and he will take the place of object by writing him, because he will become as an object. So what is the objective case of he? It should be him. So first is cross method. Second one is, dear students, helping verb is given according to tense. Helping verb is given according to tense. So this is present indefinite tense. Do you know subject plus V5 plus object? Subject plus V1 or V5 plus object. So English will take is or are? Is. The helping verb of present tense, or basically present indefinite tense, is MR. Now the third rule is, always remember, in passive voice third form is given. So main verb third form. What is the third form of teach? Teach, taught, taught. Dear students, verb forms you will have to remember. English is taught by him is in passive voice. Okay, so the fourth one is by plus object is given, which you have already given by plus object. So these are the basic rules on which you can change active voice into passive voice. Okay, if you want to write down, you can pause this video and you can write down. Now please, you can also give the heading tense wise. So there are how many tenses? Three tenses: present tense, past tense, future tense, and each tense has four parts. Like if I say present tense, so the first part of present tense is, anyone knows? Present indefinite tense. So please give the heading present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense. What is the structure of active voice of present indefinite? Subject plus V1 or V5 plus object. Okay, subject plus V1 or V5 plus object. If I ask you to change it into passive voice, how will you do? Object you will use. After that, is mr you will use. Is mr plus main verb third form plus by plus subject. Just take one example. He plays cricket. He plays cricket. So he is the subject here. Plays is V5 here. Verb S or yes is V5. Cricket is an object here. This sentence is in active voice. This sentence is following the structure of subject plus V1 or V5 plus object. Yes or no? So at first, if I ask you to change it into passive voice, you will use cross method, where you will put object at first. So object is cricket here. So cricket. After that, helping verb is mr. Cricket is singular, so it will be is. Main verb V3. What is the V3 of play? Played. By. He will be changed into him. This is in passive voice. Okay. One more example. If I ask you, like he sings songs, how will you change this? Active voice. Subject, object. You will use cross method. So at first word will come. Songs. It is plural, so it will take is mr. What? Are na? Songs are. Main verb V3. What is the V3 of sing? Sung. By. He will be changed into him. I hope how to change the active voice into passive voice of present indefinite, it is very clear to you. Now please move on to the next tense and watch this video till the end. It will really be very useful for you. The next tense is present continuous. Keep a pen or pencil and write also. Present continuous tense. Do you know what present continuous is also called as present progressive tense? You can also keep a pen or pencil to write down. Present progressive and present continuous is also called as present imperfect tense. Why it is called as present imperfect or progressive? Present continuous means any action which is continuously going. Present progressive means any action which is still in progress, means still it is continuous. Present imperfect means any action which is not completed, means still it is going on. So all these three names are equal in meaning. That's why present continuous is also called as present progressive or present imperfect. Now if I ask you what is the, keep writing also dear students and keep solving. What is the structure of active voice of present continuous? Subject plus basic structure. Subject plus is mr plus V4. What is V4 dear students? V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, as for example, she is speaking English. She is speaking English. Okay dear, she is the subject, is mr, speaking is the V4, English is the object. Subject plus is mr plus V4 plus object is the structure of which tense? Present continuous. So if I ask you to change it into passive voice, please solve it with me. How passive voice structure is coming? There is no need to remember. Everything is to understand here. At first you will use cross method object. After that you will use is mr helping verb. Okay. After that V4. Always remember in passive voice V3 is given. So you will have to make V4 into V3. But to make V4 into V3, being is used. Always remember. So being plus main verb third form plus by plus subject. Okay. So now use cross method. What should be the passive voice of this? At first, English is. Now to make a speaking into a spoken, you will at first use being. So English is being. What is the V3 of a speak? Spoken, a speaker spoke, spoken. By. She will be changed into her. Verb forms you will have to remember. There are 5 types of verb like V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. Take one more example and solve this question. Mohan is helping me. Solve this question in your copy. You will use cross method now. So me will come as I am. What is V3 of help? Helped. But to make V4 into V3, you will use being at first. So I am being main verb V3 dear helped by Mohan. I hope you have understood how to change the active voice to passive voice of present continuous tense. Now please give the heading everyone. Present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. If you are not giving the heading, simply you are watching, please watch this video till the end. It will really help you. And if you are writing, it will help you a little bit more. So, what is the structure of active voice of present perfect? Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Dear, structures you will have to remember. As for example, he has told a lie. He is subject, has or have, told is V3, a lie is object. Present perfect. What is the structure of passive voice? Please solve it. At first you will use object, then helping verb na. So has or have is already a helping verb. After has or have been is given. Main verb V3 plus by plus subject. Okay. So at first you will use cross method. So you will put object at the place of subject. A lie. A lie is singular, it will take has. After has you will use been. Main verb V3 told. By. He will be changed into him. Simple question. Please take this question and solve it. My mother has prepared tea. Solve it. At first you will use object. So tea. After that has or have always takes been in passive voice. Remember. So tea has been main verb V3 prepared by my mother. Okay, dear students. Now, do you know the passive voice of present perfect continuous tense is not done? Why it is not done? Please remember, everyone can ask. Present, you can also give the heading, no issue. Present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. What is the structure of present perfect continuous tense? Subject plus has or have plus been plus V4. V4 is what? V1 plus ing plus object. What I said, its passive voice is basically not possible. Why? Just try to solve through the structure of passive voice. You will understand. You will use object at first. Yes or no? After that, you will use helping verb. So, has or have is already a helping verb. Dear students, I have also told that after has or have been is given. So, been you will give. Now, V4 should be changed into V3. So, to make V4 into V3, you will use what? Being. After that, V3. After that, by plus subject. Sorry. Now tell me, been or being are the two same verbs different in forms only. So two same verbs cannot come together. Always remember, two same verbs cannot come together. Like, is it possible to write he is was going to a school? No, because is and was are two same verbs, only different in forms. Is am are V1 was verb V2. So two same verbs cannot come together. That's why the passive voice of past perfect continuous tense is not done. Only active voice is sufficient. So now after past perfect continuous tense, present perfect continuous. After that past tense comes. So what is the first form of past tense? Past indefinite. Give the heading everyone. Past indefinite tense. Past indefinite tense. Past indefinite tense is also called as simple past. What is the structure of past indefinite? Subject plus V2 plus object. As for example, he sang songs. He is subject, sang is V2, songs is an object here. What should be the passive voice structure? You yourself tell me. Object. Please watch this video till the end here. It will really change uh, your concept of voice and you will really have a mastery over this. Object plus helping verb is given was or were. After that main verb third form V3 plus by plus subject. Okay. Use cross method. You will use songs at first na. Object will take the place of subject. Now songs is plural. It will take was or were. Songs were. Main verb V3. So songs were sung by. He will be changed into him. Take one question and solve this. How can you solve? I spoke Hindi. I spoke Hindi. I subject, Hindi is an object. You will use cross method. So at first what will come? Hindi. It is past. It is in past tense na because spoke is the V2 form of speak. So Hindi. It will be was. Main verb V3. Spoken by. I will be changed into me. This is in passive voice. I hope you have made it correct. Now, after past indefinite tense, which tense comes, dear students? Past continuous tense. Please give the heading, everyone. Past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. Similarly, past continuous tense is also called as past progressive or past imperfect tense. What is the structure of active voice for past continuous? Everyone. Subject plus was were plus V4 plus object. Okay. So if I say he was plowing the field. He was plowing the field. Okay. So he is subject here. Was or were. Plowing is V4. The field is an object. To plow the field in Hindi it is called as khet jotna. Okay. So what is the structure of passive voice? At first you will use object, then you will use helping verb, dear, was or were. After that, do you know V4 is changed into V3? But at first we will have to use being. To make V4 into V3, at first you will use being. After that V3. After that by plus subject. So you will use which method, dear? Cross method. So here you will use the field. In cross method, object takes the place of subject. So the field, it will be was. To make V4 into V3, you will use being. The field was being. Next is plowed by. He will be changed into him. Take one more question and solve it. Are you able to solve? He was doing this work. He is subject. This work is an object. You will use cross method. Solve with me, everyone. Take your pen and paper also. At first, this work. Which tense this is in? Past continuous. Past continuous means any action which was continued in the past. So this work. After object, you will use was or were. So it will be was because the subject is singular. Was. After that, what will you use? Being. Main verb V3. What is the V3 of do? Done. By plus subject. He will be changed into him. I hope you have understood past continuous tense. Now please give the heading past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. What I am saying is, dear students, voice is something where you need practice. Okay, so if you practice the questions of voice, it will help you to understand the concepts better. So what is the structure of past perfect tense? The active voice structure is subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Sorry, past perfect, sorry. It is the structure of past. It is the structure of present perfect, na? A structure of past perfect is subject plus had plus V3 plus object. It was something that was slip of mind. The students who know me can understand it better. Okay, subject plus had plus V3 plus object. Okay, the structure is, the sentence is, he had helped me. Okay, so what is the structure of passive voice? At first you will use object, after that had, after had you will use been, after that V3, after that by plus subject. So this is subject, this is an object. You will use cross method, na? Me will come as I, after that had. Always remember, after has, have, had, been is given. So I had been. Main verb V3. So what is the V3 of helped? Helped is already V3 plus by plus subject, which will be in objective case by him. Take one more question. They had done this work. Its passive voice will be this work. Please solve. Had, after had you will use been, main verb V3, done by them. But dear students, do you know, even if you don't write by them, it is correct. So in note, please write down everyone. By plus agent, everyone please write down in your copy. By plus agent is not given, by plus agent is not given with subjects like. By plus agent is not given with subjects like. Always remember, by someone is not given, by anyone is not given, by them is not given, by us is not given, even by police is not given when it comes of arresting the thief, by doctor is not given when it comes of examining the patient. Why by people is not given? You can ask, sir, why by people is not given by someone? Suppose take one example. Someone is calling you. How will you change it into passive voice? You can also write these things. Someone is calling you. This is subject, this is object. The tense is in present continuous. You will use cross method, na? At first you will use you. You will take are. To make V4 into V3, you will use being. You are being. Main verb V3, dear, called. Is it needed to write by someone if you are not particular who is calling you? So English says just be in shortcut. You are being called, that is more than sufficient. But if the name was mentioned, like Ram is calling you, so you should have written you are being called by Ram. If it is not written who is calling you, only someone, so there is no need to write someone. One more example, please try to solve. As for example, people speak Hindi in Bihar. People speak Hindi in Bihar. Please change this. In Bihar is other words. This is not an object. Object is Hindi. So you will use what? Hindi. This is present indefinite. Is main verb V3. Hindi is spoken in Bihar. Is it needed to write by people? Dear students, only people can speak, na? Not any dog can speak Hindi. Not any animal can speak Hindi. So if there is no need to give by plus agent, avoid giving by plus agent or by plus object. Are you getting till here? So till present perfect we have understood. So the next tense is, sorry, till past perfect we have understood. So the next tense is past perfect continuous tense. Dear students, let me tell you, the passive voice of past perfect continuous tense is not possible. Why? Because here you will also get to see the same kind of things, a structure like subject plus had plus been plus before plus object. Example, you can write, no issue. He had been doing the work. He had been doing the work. After this video, please solve the exercises related to voice, as many exercises as you can. It will really strengthen your concepts of voice, and you can solve all the questions of voice in your examination. Okay, just try to solve through the passive voice structure. You will understand why its passive voice is not done. At first, you will write object, after that, had, after that, been you will use anyhow. To make V4 into V3, you will also use what? Being. Then you will use V3, then by plus subject. Dear students, here also been or being, these two same verbs are coming together, which is impractical. Okay? Let me tell you here in short. In note you can write down. There are four tenses whose passive voice cannot be done. Number one is present perfect continuous. Passive voice is not possible. Number two, past perfect continuous. Number three, future continuous. Future continuous. And here number four, future perfect continuous. These four verbs, these four tenses are there whose passive voice is basically not converted from active voice. Okay, so after past perfect continuous tense, future tense comes. Okay, so what is the first form of future tense? First part of future tense, future indefinite, and future indefinite is also called as simple future. Dear students, please give the heading future indefinite. I would say only good students can watch this video till the end. Okay, because they are serious enough to make their voice chapter very strong. So what is the structure of active voice for future indefinite? Everyone tell me. Subject plus shall or will plus V1 plus object. Okay. What is the structure of passive voice? Please tell me. At first object, then you will use helping verb shall or will. But something to remember here is after shall or will, be is given. What is given? Be. And main verb third form is given plus by plus subject will come as an objective case. As for example, he will help me. He subject, me object. Solve this everyone. This part is in active voice. Solve this. At first you will use I. You can use shall because I or we can take shall. No issue. I shall. After that be. Main verb V3. Helped. By. He will be changed into him. Passive voice. You can also say, sir, can I use will here? Then I would say yes, it is also correct. But because in this modern grammar, with every subject we use will. Take one more question. I will take a job. Will is also correct, no issue. This is in active voice. Solve this question everyone. I will take a job. A job will be written at first. Then will. After will what should be given? Be. Main verb V3. What is the V3 of take? Taken. By. I will be changed into me. This is in passive voice. Okay, I hope future indefinite you have understood. Future continuous passive voice is not done. The reason is very simple. Like the question is, he will be doing the work. He will be doing the work. Future continuous tense. Okay. So, dear, be. to make doing into V3 you will also use being. So here also be or being will collide, and we should avoid writing two same verbs together. So the next tense after future continuous comes is future perfect tense. Please give the heading future perfect tense, everyone. Future perfect tense. Yes, its passive voice is done. What is the structure of active voice for future perfect? Subject plus, in future shall or will is used. Always remember. Subject plus shall or will plus have plus V3 plus object. Okay? What is the structure of passive voice? You tell me. Write with me. At first you will use object now. After that you will use shall or will. After that you will use have. After have, I have always said been is used. And main verb third form V3 by plus subject is given. Like he will have taken this job. He will have taken this job. This sentence is in active voice. Please solve this into passive voice, everyone. Write this question and solve this in your copy. At first it will be this job will have been, main verb V3, taken by, he will be changed into him. This is in passive voice. Okay, I am giving you one more question. Write it in your copy and solve it. My father will have, my father will have helped me. This is subject, this is an object. So at first you will use object, like me will be changed into I. You can also use will, no issue. I will have been, main verb V3 dear, helped by my father. I hope you are using pen or pencil because this will really help you. I hope you are right in your answer. After future perfect dear, future perfect continuous tense comes. Here also the same, है ना? Be, been or being will come. You can follow through the structure, you can understand. So according to basic tense we have completed this, but please stay for some more moments because I want to tell you that all the types of sentences can है ना, we cannot change it into passive voice. Like if I say I slept well, change this into passive voice. How will you change? Well was, this is past and different. Well was slept by me. This is incorrect. Why? Because passive voice is done only with that verb where the verb is a transitive verb. Now you will say, sir, what is a transitive verb? What is a transitive verb? Transitive verb will always take an object with itself. And what is an intransitive verb? So intransitive verb will not take an object with itself. And it is said that in the sentence where object is present, only then we can change it into passive voice. And always remember, an object is either a noun or pronoun. And here do you know, well is an adverb and its passive voice cannot be done because well is not an object. Number one reason. Number two reason, slept is an intransitive verb. That's why its passive voice is not done. Like this, if I say he goes to Patna, Patna is gone by me or Patna is gone by him. It is incorrect. Why? Because this is not an object that we will change it into passive voice, or this verb is an intransitive verb which has no any object. I hope you have understood that the passive voice of transitive verbs is only done if it is intransitive verb in any sentence, its passive voice is not done. So the basic type of voice I have completed. In the next video we will be discussing how to change question type voice. Till then, Please take care and see you in the next class. If you have liked this video, give a thumbs up and share this video to all the students as much as possible. Thank you everyone.